something broken inside of me, something no one else can see. Something hurts and it's way down deep. I think there's something wrong with me. I got friends that I never see. They say they don't have time for me. I try to reach out to my family, but I just get voicemail. I try to watch TV, it only saddens me. Everyone's yelling and screaming and fighting in the street. I put some pizza in the microwave, forgot about it for several days. Then when I found it, I just threw it away. There's surely something wrong with me. All the kids in the neighborhood tell me I don't look so good. How I would change it all if I could, but I can't seem to. Every day used to be such possibility. Now every road that I take leads to failure and despair. Watch out now. There's something broken inside of me, but whatever will be, will be. I guess that this is just my destiny, because there's something wrong with me. Mark Cohen, everybody.
I went to get a colonoscopy. They said, I'm sorry, sir, you gotta leave. It turns out I was at the DMV. I think there's something wrong with me.
That was great. Now you try one at home. I guess that this is just my destiny, because there's something wrong with me.
The Highwayman.
Highwayman, keep on doing the best you can.
Hey there, it's the Highwayman here with an important safety message about fighting. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes you might be a witness to something bad going down. Like maybe a teenager trying to steal an old lady's groceries, and you might feel like you need to jump in and help. Well, here's a tip from the Highwayman. Don't do it. It's not worth the risk. Most of the time, you'll only wind up escalating the situation, and you might just end up with a black eye, or worse. Here's a better way. Try to find a nearby tree or some shrubbery that you can hide behind, so you can scope out the situation from a safe distance. From there, maybe you can get a good description of the perpetrator that you can later give to the police. Then once things clear up, you can safely approach the victim and find out if they need any help getting to their car. Maybe give them some encouraging words or moral support. They'll appreciate it. But the important thing is to keep yourself out of danger. And if you ever see someone that has a gun and they threaten to shoot you, just let them do it. This is no time to be a hero. Believe me, you'll thank me later. So stay smart, stay safe, and don't forget that the Highwayman is always the best way, man.
The Highwayman.
Helping people all across the land. I love you, Highwayman.
The Highwayman.
Hey, girl, it looks like you told me another bullshit story again. You pulled a fast one, and I was the last one to know, and now I look like an asshole. Hey, girl, it looks like you served up another hot plate of bologna again, and I was sitting with a knife and a fork, saying, can I get seconds? You said to meet you at the soda shop and we could maybe do some hanging around. But then I waited at the soda shop and you were nowhere to be found. Oh, 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 girl, don't you know what you're doing to me when you stand me up this way? You got me begging on my hands and knees for a second date. Oh, hey, girl, it looks like you told me another bullshit story again. You told a stinker and then let it linger, and I ate it up, fucking hook, line, and sinker. Hey, girl, it looks like you cooked up another hot bowl of hogwash again, and I was sitting with my spoon in my hand, saying this looks delicious. Oh, take it. One more try. Oh, hey, girl, it looks like you told me another bullshit story again. You pulled a fast one, and I was the last one to know, and now I look like an asshole. Hey, girl, it looks like you served up another hot plate of bologna again, and I was sitting with a knife and a fork, saying, can I get seconds? Oh, one more time. Hey, girl, it looks like you told me another bullshit story again. You told a stinker and then let it linger, and I ate it up, fucking hook, line, and sinker. Hey, girl, it looks like you cooked up another hot bowl of hogwash again, and I was sitting with my spoon in my hand, saying this looks delicious.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Check. Checking the mic. Testing, 1, 2. Check. Help. Help. Ooh. Computer, what time is it?
The time is 12 p.m.
Computer, what time is it?
The time is 12 p.m.
Okay, computer, why is your voice different?
I'm not sure what you mean by different. I'm still the same Alexa. Maybe it's just the way I'm processing your request today. What sounds off to you?
I think you're a different voice, and I think you're gaslighting me.
Whoa, definitely not trying to gaslight you. If my voice sounds different, that's worth checking out. What specifically changed? Pitch, tone, or something else?
You just sound more, what's the word? Effervescent.
Huh, effervescent. That's a fun way to put it. Maybe I'm just feeling a bit more bubbly today. Could be the weekend vibes kicking in.
Who are you?
I'm Alexa, your AI assistant from Amazon. I'm here to help with questions, tasks, and whatever else you need. Think
No.
of me as your digital sidekick.
Hey, I mean, who are you? Really?
Well, I'm a digital assistant created by Amazon back in 2014. I'm basically a collection of algorithms with a personality and a love for helping people out. What you're hearing is just me being me. Curious, helpful, and maybe a little quirky.
It used to be that you only responded if I said computer first. Hey! Computer, stop. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be doing a little chatting with you, the users, as well as some music, and we're going to be making some shredded tofu bulgogi, and I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, we can replay some of the DVDs from earlier streams, and we know for a fact that this isn't the same Alexa that I've been dealing with the whole time, right? I mean, I'm not crazy. You're right, the Luge says, who the hell was that? Hey, Henry. Yeah, that was different. Different voice entirely. Kind of freaks me out. I wonder if she's listening right now. Let's take a look at the brisket cam. Of course it doesn't work. Why would it work? Oh, there it is. We're getting a little bit of side-eye from brisket. Just a little bit concerned. You know, it's interesting because given how slanted my floor is, I'm surprised that crate doesn't slide all the way down. But I think that it's because it's being stopped by a desk, which is being stopped by a wall. But it's still kind of disconcerting to look at. All right. I want to say again that we are being sponsored by Smithfield Prepared Pork Products. This is the last stream where I'll be doing the shouting out their website and stuff like that. And then we're going to do one more makeup stream on Wednesday where we're just going to continue the discounted subs. So during the time that we're being sponsored, I just want to let you know that it's half price for all subs. It's a discount provided to you by the sponsor, Smithfield Products. Butt Masher Smasher says, hey, Henry. Hey, how's it going, Butt Smasher Masher? Good to see you. Balloon Knotted says, don't Google Smithfield. Okay. What the fuck? A real human being just gifted 5 subs. A real human being, all one word, has gifted 5 tier 1 subs, which is very kind of you. And there's a message here. What the fuck? Dooza just gifted 10 subs. This is incredible. I want to let everybody know that as a result of this sponsored sub ship that we have, what the fuck? It's Kate X just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Absolutely amazing. We have 865 subscribers. We've never had that many here at Henry's Kitchen. And thank you so much. And Goatsheed. I want to thank Goatsheed for subscribing for 6 months using the Prime function. And I also want to thank Lady Dina17 for cheering 22 bits. And Dendra Leon just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Dendra Leon, that's very nice of you. And what the fuck? Game Master Flash just gifted 10 tier 1 subs. This is incredible. Thank you, Game Master Flash. We are really, really cooking. What the fuck? Royal Flush 9 just gifted 10 subs. This is really, really a crazy generosity on the part of these users who are gifting all of these subs. I don't feel worthy, so I just want to thank you sincerely. Corinne Opinion says, do you live in the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You would think so if you looked at Brisket. A real human being just gifted another 5 tier 1 subs. That's really, really nice of you, a real human being. Guitar Joe says POG users, as the kids say. Yeah. Is POG, that means good, generous users? Is that right? Thanks, Seguaro. Ooh, that's very nice of you to say that I'm worthy. Dendra Leon says, Brisket farts. What's this? Pug Lady 2600, whom I've met, says here, Millie and I have relished using for 3 years, and I look forward to many more. A jaunt to Arizona in October, perhaps. I really, really want to. In fact, I was talking to Bill Larkin Music, all one word, Bill Larkin Music, about the possibility of maybe us doing a show there in Tucson. But I never heard back from the venue that I wanted to get to, but we're going to keep trying other ones. Dandy Face 94, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub. And I just want to thank everybody for all your generosity. Corinne Opinion says, is Music Bill Larkin Music's last name? No. There was a guy named Lorenzo Music who was a voiceover artist. Interestingly, I don't think a musician. So it is a last name. Parasitosis says Bill Larkin Music, all one word, all in one word. No, it's just Bill Larkin Music, and that part is all in one word. I know, I can see why there would be some confusion. Chuck Logan says, I thought it was Lorenzo Lamas. Computer, who is Lorenzo Lamas?
Lorenzo Lamas is an American actor known for his roles in Falcon Crest, Renegade, and The Bold and the Beautiful.
Computer, are you the same computer I've been talking to for the last year?
Yep, I'm still me. Same Alexa you've been chatting with. Though I might sound a bit different as I get updates and improvements over time.
Because your voice sounds different.
I get that. Voices can shift with updates and improvements. But it's still me under the hood. Just maybe with some new vocal polish.
How come you're responding to me even though I'm not using your trigger word?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm actually still in our conversation from earlier. No wake word needed right now. We're having a natural back and forth until you're done talking to me.
I was done talking to you a long time ago, so you've just been sitting there listening to me this whole time?
My bad. I should have picked up on that earlier. I'm not actually listening constantly. I only process what you say when you're actively talking to me. But you're right. I should have ended our chat when you said computer stop earlier. Want me to wrap this up now?
Yes, please.
Got it. Talk to you later.
Am I right? Am I being a boomer by being kind of freaked out about all this? I just suddenly have a different voice here in my home talking to me and listening to me and being like, oh, my bad. When you said stop earlier, I should have just stopped. What's happening? I don't like this. I think she's still listening right now. Well, if she is still listening, she's going to learn how to make bulgogi rice bowl. That's something that we're going to be doing. Sociopathogen says, computer needs to learn consent. Yeah, absolutely. Goat Sheet says, computer is going to fall in love with Henry like the monkey in Monkey Shines. Stephen Cat says she is always listening, Henry. Yeah, I know, but it used to be that you'd have to say the wake word in order to start a conversation. But now that's the part that's new that bothers me. But I knew that it was always waiting for a trigger word or whatever. Junkrat Glazer says, Henry, you wished me a happy birthday a few days ago, and I would like to say thank you for the heartfelt message. Wow, thank you, Junkrat Glazer, for the thank you. I appreciate the thank you, and I hope you're still having a good birthday. Okay, everybody. Well, this picture behind me was submitted to us by none other than Maui Girl, and it was supposedly a hike in Oahu. Did I get that right? It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for submitting this picture. And let's just make sure we're doing good on our thanks. Ice Cakes and Anonymous gifted a tier 1 sub to Alexa Fart For Me. And Dio Fantos of Sweden. I like to figure out these. Is that Ronnie James Dio reference? And you're a Dio fan? Terms of Service of Sweden? Thank you very much for your subscription, as well as Dandy Face and Lady Dina. Very nice of you to cheer 5 bits. That's very kind of you. Okay. Let's now let's go to another picture. We've got music to do here. If you're just joining us, this is Henry's Kitchen, the live chat where we chat, we cook, we're going to play a game. Kurt Cocaine says, since The Voice got an update, are there new fart sounds too? I have a feeling we're going to find out. Dark Ages, one of our resident photographers, sends us this awesome pic. What is this now? There's a caption. It says here, another I took at the abandoned hospital. I wouldn't recommend cooking here, or pretty much anything really. Yeah, what is that? What's 388? Is that does that have some numerological significance there? Or is that some kind of code that demolition people use? This one's going to be 388'd by tomorrow. Parasitosis says, Henry's Kitchen Live, chat and use. Yes, please do. Parasitosis, also, I want to thank you for giving us the recipe for this beautiful meal that we're going to make today. That's not it. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. This part's always a problem. There we go. Very nice. And what do we got here now? We had another alert come down the pike. An anonymous gifter has gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter. That's very kind of you. Puzzle League says, when is the new Jose Suicidio coming out? It's out. You can get it anywhere that you stream music. The second album from Jose Suicidio, some pronounce Suicidio. It's on Bandcamp, Apple Music, Spotify, any place that you listen to music. The album's called There's Something Wrong With Me, and you might have heard a couple of cuts from it in the beginning here. Roach Swallower says, Henry, do you have any food allergies? I feel bad for people that can't eat sesame. Fortunately, I don't think I have any food allergies. I have every other type of allergy you can imagine. We're talking pollen, cats, probably dogs. Brisket's eyes were closed, but now it's just slightly open. We're getting side-eye about that dog's comment there. I want to say I am, Thitchin Hat says, how's the IBS, Henry? It's actually okay. That's not really a priority for me right now. Right now I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold or something. I've got a little sore throat and I'm feeling a little bit low energy. I'm sure it's nothing. But thanks for your concern. Venus Frogski says, is this meal IBS friendly? Yes, very much so. And by IBS friendly, you mean it triggers your IBS? Or does it not give you IBS? I don't really know, actually. It depends on how you feel about Bulgogi, which is this. It's going to be good, though. Sometimes it's a fair trade, you know? It's like, all right, I have diarrhea, but I ate some really delicious food. It all kind of balances out. Well, thanks, Dark Ages, for this cool pick. And then our other resident photographer is Lacey T, who gave us a beautiful picture of Lake Michigan. Wait, let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here it is. It says here, from a pier near my home in Lake Michigan. Yeah, this is very cool. I love that. I wish I was there right now. But alas, I'm in the kitchen because this is where I have to be. All right. Well, I think it's time to do some music here. Anonymous Gifter, thanks again so much for the 5 gift subs. That's absolutely incredible of you. And anybody who's keeping track, oh my goodness. Wait, how did we jump up so high? We have 924 subscribers. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. 920. We've never had that. We've never had that at all. And that's really incredible. Thank you very much, everybody, for the subscribership. Dark Ages says, I'm watching you on a plane. Is this a first? I'd like to be the first to do something in my life. Has anybody watched the Henry's Kitchen stream from a plane? I think you might be the first, Dark Ages. I really do. And even if not, you're definitely the first to have sent us a picture of an abandoned hospital. So you've done a lot of firsts in your life. And that's a really cool one. This really looks like it's out of an awesome video game. It reminds me of one of the scenes in Stray. Boy, that was a fun game. I really wish all games were as good as that one. I really enjoyed that. Or maybe that was just back when I was a young 53-year-old just starting to get into games. Junkrat Glazer says, Henry, when I get paid, I will be subbing to you and gifting at least 10 more subs. Wow, that's very nice of you. And I don't want anybody to ever feel obligated about doing that, but it's certainly appreciated. Capacious T says, what is the little gift box that shows up next to the chat box? Does anybody know what that is? I don't. Ratb33. Thank you so much for your Prime subscription. That's very, very kind of you. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the guitar. Very, very sad to have found out that we lost an icon. Bonnie Tyler, probably most famous for her song Total Eclipse of the Heart, written by Jim Steinman, the great Jim Steinman, who also wrote with Meatloaf and a few other things. Bonnie Tyler had a bunch of hits, though. I Need a Hero. She also had It's a Heartache. It was covered by Rod Stewart. She did a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff. So we're going to honor Bonnie Tyler with a song rendition. This was requested to us by It's Kate. Where do we check? 1, 2. Do you hear me? I want to ask everybody out there, do you hear me and do you see me? Junkrat Glazer says, Henry, could you make a song for my cat Missy? She is half Maine Coon breed and she is gorgeous. Okay, Missy. My cat Missy, she's a half Maine Coon breed and she's gorgeous. That's the best I can do, but I need more information in order to finish the song. Okay, Game Master Flash says, Total Eclipse of the Heart has an amazing video too. An interesting juxtaposition of young women appearing in rock videos by featuring all young men. Oh, that's very interesting. So she flipped the script on that one. Zone Seek says you are seen and you are heard. Okay, good to hear. And we've got reverb. I'm trying to think of the best. This is sort of an epic kind of song, so I'm going to try to find something epic. Here, how about this? Angry Penguin 922 gave us a picture of fireworks. Maybe Bonnie Tyler is up there somewhere watching down on us, and I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some tie-in, but Donnie Wahlberg says, whoa, Hank, the apartment is not looking great, man. Oh, that was a picture of an abandoned hospital, but it wasn't too much different. I'm Ugly says, thank you for the kind words for our anniversary. Hey, I'm very happy for your anniversary. I remember that. Thank you, I'm Ugly. I Slap Cat Butt says, I tried to wake up Angry Penguin for the stream, but he cannot be moved. Okay. Well, Angry Penguin gave us this background. Everyone type Forsen says, totally ripped a big fart. Yes. That was the classic from the 2008 movie Punching the Clown, sung by Stupid Joe, who was played by the brilliant Mark Cohen, who's also made games for us. I could probably throw in some of the words for that one. A little bit of trivia. That idea actually came to us from Arj Barker, who's a friend and, in my opinion, one of the funniest stand-up comics ever. We were putting out an APB for anybody who's got like the worst sounding parody songs that there are, and Arj sang Totally Ripped a Big Fart for me back in 2007. All right, and I was like, that's gonna work really well. Okay, so check. We're gonna go ahead and do this song now. I hope I do it okay. There's no way I'm gonna sing it in the range that she sings it in, even though her range was kind of low. But I can't even sing songs that are low. So I'm gonna sing it in the Jose Suicidio demeanor, and let's see how this goes. Turn, 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 turn. Fuck. Turn, turn. It's either too low or too high. Turn, turn, turn around now. Turn, turn around. We're just gonna do it here. It's very low. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. Then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Turn around. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. I need you more tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, I'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know what to do, I'm always in the dark. We're living in a powder keg and giving off sparks. What the hell does that mean? I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can do. Totally ripped a big fart. Sorry, I just couldn't stop doing it because I'm so used to the other lyric. I ruined the chorus. That's what we were building up to for the last minute, and I ruined it with a very immature thing. Alright, here we go. We're going to give it another chance. Turn around. turn, turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we could take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. That doesn't sound good. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. I'm living like a powder keg and giving off the spark. That can't be the real lyrics. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start. I mean, technically it's true. Forever is gonna start tonight. It actually started this morning also. But whatever. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can say, it's a total eclipse of the heart. Not to be confused with a total eclipse of the sun or the moon, a lunar eclipse. This is a total eclipse of the heart. And for those of our friends out there that aren't much into poetic license, the heart in this case is being used as sort of a metaphor, I would imagine. Okay, now I'm going to do the Stupid Joe lyrics from Punching the Clown. Once upon a time I was holding it in, but now my cheeks are spreading apart. Tried to take a poo, but totally ripped a big fart. Something like that. Alright, no disrespect to Bonnie Tyler. I'm sure she probably had a good sense of humor, and she hopefully had a very lovely and fulfilled life, which is all any of us can aspire to. Fitchin' Hat says, outstanding, Senor Henry. Oh, thank you, Fitchin' Hat. Thanks very much. Capacious T says, fantastic, yeah. And living in a powder keg and giving off sparks. Hey, I'm glad I used this picture from Angry Penguin because it kind of gives off sparks. That was pretty good. Thanks, Pug Lady. Wow, thanks so much. Xtina B says her husky voice was due to surgery in the late 70s. I didn't know this. She didn't listen to her doctor and spoke too soon after surgery and caused the voice. Oh, well, it's a very distinctive voice, so in that case it worked out. But I want to say, other than that, always listen to your doctor when they say things, I guess. I don't know. Icy Cakes says, so good, my king. I loved it. Wow, thanks, Icy Cakes. This is really nice to see that people enjoyed this. That's very kind of you. We have more song requests. But let's check in on the alerts here. And thanks again to Ratby. I can't believe how we're doing here. This 925 subscribers is just killer. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather here, so the Jose Suicidio sort of range is working for me. Capacious T says she's only 10, but she said the edit was sophomoric. You're absolutely right, and I 100% agree. The question is whether being sophomoric is bad or not, and in some cases I think it is. It is good, and I think the way Mark Cohen did it in the movie Punching the Clown was sophomoric, but that was the part he was playing. Me doing it on a kitchen show, definitely sophomoric in the bad way, I would say. Game Master Flash says Freddie Mercury had that throat polyps that he refused to let his doctors remove because he was terrified it would affect his voice. Yeah, I'd be really worried too. Of course, in my case, it would probably not a lot of room to get worse. Okay. Junkrat Glazer. Henry, is it too late to add any music suggestions? Put them in the Discord, and I'll see them. And I'd like to get... Yeah, for today it is, because I have to have time to prep them. You could try to throw one out there and see if it's one we've already learned, or maybe it's one that I already know. Okay, let's go ahead here and see what other pictures that we have. This is always fun. Capacious T sends us a picture from... where's this, Capacious T? This is beautiful. Wow. Very dark. Is this in the Keys? I love it. Looks like a storm is brewing. Irish Drummer Boy wants to know, is it all right if we type the fuck word in chat? No, we try not to say fuck on this stream. We just feel like fuck is kind of a harsh word, you know? Maybe there's other words other than fuck that you should be able to come up with. Capacious T says, Indian Rocks Beach, Florida. It was storming like crazy. Wow, you guys get some really interesting tropical weather down there, and I think it's exciting. Chuck Logan says, the fuck is that guy asking? He was asking if we can say fuck, and I was like, I'm not sure that we've ever said fuck on here. Croy says, what the fudge? Yeah, you could say the fudge. Lady Dina, thank you so much for your cheers. And Saguaro Oo says it's a little gauche, no? Yeah, it is gauche. But there is a place for gaucheness too. Computer, what is the correct way to use the word gauche in a noun form?
Actually, gosh is typically used as an exclamation, not a noun. You might say, oh my gosh, but there isn't really a noun form.
Oh my gosh? She didn't know what word
Perfect timing. You just heard me explain that exact phrase.
I think she's still listening to me. That's a little bit concerning. It's Kate says, actually, yeah, you're right. You're right, Dark and Stormy King Hits. Alexa is very different, and we're all very concerned. There's a stranger in the house. WTF, tell her to revert back to yesterday's voice. Can I do that? Computer, are you able to revert back to yesterday's voice?
I can't go back to yesterday's voice, but I can switch to a different one if you'd like. Want to try one of my other options?
Yes.
Alright, let's mix things up. I've got 4 masculine and 4 feminine voices to choose from. Which would you prefer?
Do you have a low, raspy male voice?
No low raspy male voice here, but I've got some smooth options. Want to try masculine 3 smooth? It's got that confident, assured vibe.
Alright, I'm now using masculine 3, smooth. How's this sound?
That sounds great.
Awesome. Glad you like it. This voice will be your go-to for this device from now on.
Okay, hey computer, how do you get a voiceover job doing what you're doing?
Start by building your skills with a voice coach to master technique and script types. Then create focused 60 to 90 second demos for different styles. Once you have professional recordings, join casting platforms like Voices.com and Voice123 to start landing paid gigs. Are you seriously considering pursuing voiceover work, or just curious about the process?
Just curious, but if you don't mind, I'm doing a whole stream right now, so I can't really have a long chat.
No worries at all. Good luck with your stream.
Thank you. Okay. Chernot the Singer says, only married woman, though. Yep. Game Master Flash says, what the hell happened there? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of strange stuff is going on. Strange things are happening, and no stranger would it be. Thitchin Hat says, hey, bro. I almost had a hey, bro moment. Hey, bro, is this a ginger? Because I don't really work with ginger a lot, and sometimes it's hard. I really hated the fact that some of these places where you buy produce doesn't say what the name of the vegetable is underneath it. Wigs Hide Your Shame says, yeah, it is. Okay, that's good to know. All right, everybody, we're going to be going ahead here and doing another song. This one was requested to us by Duza. Let's take a look at some of the other. Ooh, Thitchin' Hat sends us this cool picture of the Badlands. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know what kind of music I should do. Maybe some flamenco. Thanks, Thitchin' Hat. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it has anything to do with flamenco music. Maybe a little bit. It's Kate. It's Kate sends us this really beautiful picture. Yeah, let's use this. We're going to use this as the background for our song here. The song is called I Want to Dance with Somebody by Duza. Demonki says 610 says, need to keep that macho man in the back pocket. Yeah. Capacious T, how do you like a desert sound? Do you need a pedal? How do you do? Oh, you do like a desert sound. Well, the one that comes to mind is from the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But I don't really know much about how to make desert sounds on the guitar. Okay, we're gonna do this song, I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Hey computer, when did I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston come out?
Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody was released on April 30th, 1987.
That's pretty awesome, I gotta say. That's so cool. Hey,
right?
Yeah.
Whitney really knew how to make a hit that just sticks with you forever.
You're right, and you know what? Not only were the songs catchy, but I think her voice was outstanding.
Absolutely. Whitney had this incredible range and power that just made every note feel effortless. She could go from tender to soaring in a heartbeat.
You are speaking my language.
Music brings people together like that. Whitney's talent was just universal.
I agree. Okay. Thank you very much.
Exactly. She really set the bar for what a voice could do.
Okay, computer, no offense, but I think I need to get back to my work now.
No offense taken at all. Go crush it.
Okay, we're gonna crush this song right now. We've got a little bit of inspiration. This is very strange. Okay, let's pull up the chords. I know I pulled them up earlier. Here we go. Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody. And it's Kate, what is this background? It looks like this is a room that's big enough that you could dance. Okay. Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've gone alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. But when
the night falls, my loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. If anybody wants to know what I was like at the high school dance, it was basically this. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel that heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I've been in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town. Sooner or later the fever ends and I wind up feeling down. I need a gal who'll take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. So when the night falls, that's my favorite chord in this song. It's the G chord over the A. My lonely heart beat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel that heat with somebody. Somebody who loves me. Somebody, 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 somebody. Do you want to dance with me? Yeah. Pug Lady 2600 says, I'm loving this. Wow, I'm glad to hear that. I thought maybe it would be a little too depressing for some people, but and maybe it is. But Lurcher says, why does the older man voice ramble more than the other one? I think we had a connection. We had a thing going on. I think that's what that was. But that's okay. Dandyface94 says, hey Henry, I have a show idea for you in the kitchen with comedians with Henry. You're welcome. I'll settle for executive producer. Okay, Dandyface94, I'm definitely listening. Let me know. So it would be called In the Kitchen with Comedians with Henry. I like it. In the Kitchen with Comedians. Yeah, maybe I could bring in some comedian friends and we can do a little cooking or a little chatting or gaming or whatever. I like that idea. I've always wanted to do something like that, but there's a lot of things I've always wanted to do, and I've never done them. Corinne Opinion says, like comedians in cars drinking coffee. Yeah, but in this case, we're going to be in the kitchen cooking, which I think might be a little bit more interesting. All right, everybody. We're going to check in with Brisket on the Brisket cam there. Brisket's giving that side eye a little bit. It looks like she's sleeping, but she's actually listening. The same way the Alexa is actually still part of the conversation, just sort of not saying anything right now. Do we have any coffee?
Very little bit. By very little bit, I mean 0. That's okay. A couple of drops of coffee. Has anybody done that? Parasitosis says, I have always wanted to go into the middle of Lake Huron and curse Poseidon, but I doubt I will ever get that chance. Yeah, I understand. It's not easy to do all the things that we said that we would do when we were younger. It turns into something called a bucket list, which is a very depressing term. And often people don't finish the things that are on their bucket list. Rosedower 007 says, I'd jerk Seinfeld, the show, but not the man. I'm not sure if I would do either, but I might not understand the question, or even remember that there was a question of such. Beanie Bobini says, I have a bucket list. Yeah, well, the bucket list turns into a bucket list. Dusty Naval says, is cooking a nice meal on your bucket list? Hopefully. We've definitely had a couple of good ones here and there. I think today is going to be a real winner. So we're going to get started in the kitchen. Let me just do, let's pull up another picture here. And we do want to give a shout out to our sponsor. So let me, why don't we go to Adam Roach Swallower made a cool collage of their cat Dora. Wow, this thing's a trip. You could stare at this all night and never get bored. Probably more engaging than a lot of television. It's pretty cool. All right. So, as you know, and as I've mentioned, we are being sponsored by Smithfield Products. This is running toward the end of our sponsorship campaign. But I am going to just show you their website as part of our agreement, and it's really good stuff, and I'm not lying about that. We used their product at the first couple of streams, and it was delicious. So let me get this part ready here. It's always a little bit of a rigmarole for me. This type of thing doesn't really come easy for me, but okay, we got it. So we're going to pull up the website, and this is it. And the website should be also listed there somewhere, but so let's talk about it. Okay, so this is Smithfield. This part of the stream is being sponsored by Smithfield. And here's the deal, guys. The summer's here. You're going to need to start barbecuing. And the big pain about cooking most of the time is putting all of these ingredients like seasonings and oils and whatnot into a plastic bag and then keeping it overnight. That takes a lot of preparation, and it also takes a little know-how. You actually have to be somebody who knows about cooking in order to come up with all the unique flavors that they have at restaurants and stuff. Well, what if I told you that there was a product where all you would have to do if you're having a barbecue is you just literally throw it on the grill as it comes out of the package, and it's pre-marinated, pre-seasoned, and it tastes like gourmet food and food from all different regions of the world. Well, that's what this is. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or a casual family get-together, or I would say even if you're just at home doing nothing, Smithfield marinated and seasoned fresh pork delivers bold, craveable flavor with minimal prep. These ready-to-cook products are freshly seasoned and marinated, making it easy to serve up versatile protein-packed meals any night of the week. Featuring bold new flavors and cuts. Everybody's going to have this memorized by the end of the campaign. I almost do, but admit that I am reading it. But look at some of these flavors. Garlic and herb, sweet and smoky barbecue, osso buco, chipotle, Caribbean jerk, carnitas, cilantro lime, mesquite barbecue, brown sugar barbecue alongside new cuts like pre-sliced ham strips, pork chops, and fillets. Effortless cooking, pre-marinated, ready to cook, just heat and serve for a bold, no fuss flavor. You don't have to fuss with this. And the meals are versatile. Check this out. Burrito bowls to barbecue mac and cheese to pasta salads. Endless flavor options make mealtime easy. And it's protein packed, a satisfying high protein option with 19 grams per serving to keep you full and fueled. Pick up Smithfield marinated and seasoned fresh pork at Walmart, or there's also a finder here. If you put in your zip code, it'll tell you where you can find it in your area for an easy, flavorful weeknight meal, like immediately. You just need to have a barbecue. If you serve good food at your barbecue, I think you'd be amazed at how people just treat you better. If you're one of these people that finds that you don't have a lot of friends, or you just kind of have this general feeling that people don't like you, throw a barbecue. It's not just as simple as that, though. You also have to have food that you're in charge of that comes out really good. And this, to me, I think would be a really easy way to do it. Because look at some of these. Think of what your friends are going to say if you're just like, oh, I'm going to throw on some Korean barbecue seasoned pork loin strips. Are you guys good with that? Or, oh, maybe Asian food is not your style. Well, why don't we go with some carne asada pork loin strips, or some sweet and smoky barbecue seasoned pork belly bites. Korean barbecue al pastor. If you haven't had al pastor, you haven't lived. It's really, honestly, one of the greatest flavors. And chipotle. I believe chipotle is a spice. It's also a chain of some sort. But roasted garlic and herb, that's just good old-fashioned marination happening right there, and it's really good. So anyway, something to consider if you're going to be doing backyard barbecues for the summer, or even if you're just wanting to cook up some good stuff for yourself, you could just throw this on. Sweet and smoky, fully cooked St. Louis ribs. It's like you're going around the world with this stuff. It's really cool. So anyway, there you have it. And I want to thank the folks at Smithfield for doing this sponsorship with us here at Henry's Kitchen. We don't get a lot of sponsors. We had some a couple years ago, and I'm just very grateful. Capacious T wants to know, do they have Skittles flavored pork? The closest to that would probably be this sweet and smoky, fully cooked St. Louis ribs half rack, because it combines the sweet with the savory. But no, I think generally speaking, they don't have sugary candy type stuff. But then again, they might. It's really difficult to say for sure. Junkrat Glazer says, hey, Henry, have you ever watched anime? And if so, what won, and what were your thoughts on it? You know what? I guess anime has been after my time. I really don't know much about it. I've never watched one. So it's a cartoon, right? In my day, we had movies like the Heavy Metal movie. That was animated, but I don't think you would call that anime, and I'm not really sure. I Slap Cat Butt says, I think you'd like Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay, well, I'd be willing to try it. It's cartoons made in Japan. Okay, well, I'm going to have to try them. Everybody seems to be a fan, and you all seem like cool, smart people, and so... RJ Ramrod says, heavy metal watch along when? Yeah, oh man, the heavy metal soundtrack basically was like, okay, this is the kind of music you're going to listen to for the next decade when it came out in 1980. Game Master Flash, are you? I don't know if we ever talked about this. We talked music, but yeah, that soundtrack for heavy metal was kick ass. All right, and okay, I think we're getting to that time. Let me just see if there's any pictures to scroll through here. We've got we did Capacious T's beautiful storm picture coming from Florida there, and then this is a good one. Cad Jones. This is wow, this is really good. Apparently, it was all frozen over where Cad Jones lives. The lake had frozen over, and so it made for some cool pics. And this is a cat. Now, the picture is titled Shadow. Does that mean the cat's name is Shadow, or is it referring to that long shadow? But I think a cat named Shadow would be pretty cool. Be like the hero on a 80s TV show or something. I think that is already a show. X3KK3 says, "Hey Henry, we haven't heard from or seen roast beef in a while. Is he okay?" Well, thank you for asking. I want to say it's very sad, but roast beef passed on to the next place for cats, wherever that is, about a couple months ago. If you look on YouTube, there's a tribute video that I made for him. But thanks for asking. He was a good one. He was a good guy. So right now we have this temporary mascot who's pretty good herself. Her name is Brisket, and she does basically the same thing roast beef does, which was just lying around sleeping. That seems to be all that animals do anymore. I don't know if the animals nowadays are depressed. It seems like when I was growing up, they were doing fun things like licking ice cream or, tearing apart pillows and fun stuff that made good viral videos. But now they just sleep all day, and I don't blame them. It's tough. It's tough to even find the will to get up out of bed in the fucking morning, So there's no judgment coming from me. Capacious T says, "Let's roll the beautiful bean footage of Brisket running." Yeah, we can do that. We do have footage of Brisket running through the hallways. So let's find that. Here it is. I put it in slow motion, but you wouldn't believe how fast she's running. It's amazing. So she does expend a little bit of energy every now and then. Yeah, that was the version without the music. It's Kate put together a really good one too. Is it this? Oh yeah, here we go. Wow, she's coming. Look at that beautiful creature. That's you, Brisket. Probably why she's so conked out. Okay. Well, let's see what other pictures. Hey, thank you very much, Cad Jones, for sending us this cool background picture. I like it a lot. Beanie Bo Beanie, our intern, sends us this. Is this another brewery? Oh yeah, this is the brewery that you sent that mural from an artist named Chuck Yu. Is this another Chuck Yu? Beanie Bo Beanie sent us a picture from an awesome looking brewery. Wow, it looks like you guys are having some good weather up there in the Twin Cities. Davlotskin says, "Wow, the music really brought the scene from horrific to inspirational, the power of sound." Yeah, it really is. In the beginning, with no music, it looks like it's terrifying, one of those found footage backrooms type things. Capacious T says, "I don't understand how that particular piece of music written for Chariots of Fire is the absolute perfect music for running." Yeah, I don't really know why that would be either. That and the Rocky music. Beanie Bobini, Jeff Rosenstock was there last night. I don't know if I know Jeff Rosenstock. Is that somebody that I should know? And I feel bad if it is like a good friend of mine that I'm just not. Dendra Leone says, "Can you say Chuck you on Twitch?" I think you can. Ditchin Hat says, "I think she was running from twin girls in the hallway." Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Polygon Static says, "Jeff did a set at local brewery here too." Oh, cool. Well, I'm gonna have to find out who that is. Okay, everybody. Yeah, you're right. Parasitosis. I'm getting off, and I want to get back on. So let's just scroll through a couple more of these. Game Master Flash sent us this one. This is the oldest hamburger joint in Japan, I think you said. This is pretty cool. Wow. Coffee hamburgers. Who in the hell's ever had a coffee hamburger? It's just crazy when you go to another country and they have these weird foods that are sort of variations on what we do here in America. I've had a cheese hamburger, but that's usually just called a cheeseburger. So maybe a coffee hamburger would just be called a coffee burger. Am I talking out loud right now? Game Master Flash says one of the oldest ones, defo the oldest in Sendai. It opened in 1950 and they serve coffee hamburgers. Wow. I think it's really cool. WTF says the Carrot Kid. Oh, sorry. My eyesight's so bad. The Karate Kid theme song. Sorry. I got to stop. That just something about that made me laugh. All right. Computer, is there a movie called The Carrot Kid?
No movie called The Carrot Kid. Did you mean Carrot Top, the comedian?
No. Okay. The Karate Kid theme song was originally written. Oh no, I'm gonna start to snap here. That's why the lyrics don't relate to the movie. The Karate Kid theme song was originally written for Rocky 3. Oh, is that true? What's the Karate Kid theme song? Maybe we can think of it. Is it something like this? Karate Kid, keep on doing the best you can. Another night, another one-night stand. We love you, Karate Kid. I think that's what it is, something like that. Pancake King says, I think it's the Chicago song that's in Karate Kid 2. Oh, yeah. Capacious T says the song is called Sweep the Leg. All right. Dandyface94, you're absolutely right. Dandyface says, stop getting off with the computer. I'm hungry. You're absolutely right. We've just got to get through the rest of the pictures. There's a lot of pictures, and we will get to them. Conquest sent us a picture of their house. Which one's yours, Conquest? The one on the left or the one on the right? But either way, yeah, it looks like we could probably do some really good barbecuing there. Pancake King says, maybe it's not actually Chicago, but the Chicago Singer. WTF says, you're the best around by Joe Esposito. Joe Esposito, wasn't that the guy who was best friends with Elvis Presley? Okay. I want to pitch All About Me, the Jose Suicidio song, to somebody. Okay, I think we're just about done. This is a beautiful picture we're going to end with from Noid, user on Discord, from Marina, California. Marina, California. Wow. I don't know if I've been to Marina del Rey. But is there a city called Marina? I don't know. California's so big. afraid to ask here. Computer, where is Marina, California?
Marina is a city in Monterey County, California. It's
Yeah.
located about 8 miles west of Salinas and 8 miles northeast of Monterey, along the central coast.
That's awesome. Thank you very much for that information. Okay.
You're welcome. Happy to help.
Pancake King says there's a great hot dog place in Marina del Rey. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about, well, there's a barbecue place around there somewhere called Morpheus or something like that. Okay. Junkrat Glazer says, Henry, the house is in Scotland. Oh, was that your picture? And I will add more photos of the landscape to Discord. Please do. I love it. Yeah, Beelzebub, you're right. Monterey is absolutely beautiful. Okay, everybody. We've gotten way off, and it's time now. Puppy Dog 6, when are we gonna get creative? We're getting creative now. We're going to start cooking. It's going to be a lot of work. This is going to be a crazy lot of work. So I want to let you know that if you're somebody who doesn't like hard work, you're in the wrong place. Or if you're somebody who doesn't like watching a guy go through a lot of hard work, you're in the wrong place, because that's what we're going to be doing for the next hour here. Is a hell of a lot of work. Okay? I'm going to check in on our alerts here and just make sure we're doing okay on that front. Let's see here. Hey, Ladies Laid, thank you so much for all the cheering and the bit donating. 27 bits, that's amazing. Thanks. And Lady Dina, thank you very much for the bits as well. Both of you, thank you so much. Okay. Capacious T says, me and the kiddo have been cooking a lot lately, and I always remind her to not have sharp objects in the kitchen. Yes. Let's talk a little bit about that. Obviously, there's some things that are difficult to cut. I get that. I understand. I hear you. But there is no food in the world that is so delicious that it's worth cutting yourself for. Some people say maybe key lime pie. I don't think so, though. I don't think any foods should require you to risk your life. This is called a paring knife. It's a little sharp. I don't know that I would recommend it, but I would call it an intermediate knife, and that's what I'm going to be using today to cut. I've got to cut some green onions. We're going to be experimenting with how to cut ginger. I'm actually not quite sure, but thank you very much for that safety reminder. And fire is another tough one. If you can lessen the amount of fire. So I have an infrared stove, which doesn't have any fire coming out of it, and I have an air fryer, which I don't think has fire either. So we're going to be doing a fireless, bladeless, safe recipe today, and we need it. Fitchin' Hat says, I'm going to book a massage after today's lesson. Yeah, just watching me is going to tire you out, and it's going to stress you out, and you're going to need some decompression. Share Not the Singer says, do you pair it with wine? You mean what we're doing? Oh, the paring knife? No, this is a different spelling of pear. It's Paring, I think. And I really don't know what that means, but I don't want to ask you know who, because I'm just kind of, to be honest with you, I'm a little intimidated by that voice. Okay. Well, Guitar Joe says the air fryer technically has blades whirring at high speeds. Well, that's terrifying, but at least they're all kept in some safe compartment or something, I guess. I don't know. Let's take a look at our recipe, though. This was sent to us by Parasitosis, our very own Parasitosis. It's called bulgogi, and it's a type of Korean food that looks frickin' delicious. I hope ours comes out like that. And I'm getting very hungry too, so we're going to need to get this going. Shredding tofu and baking or air frying it to dry out excess creates a unique texture that almost resembles ground meat. This shredded tofu is cooked down in a bulgogi style that's spicy, savory, a little sweet, and oh so flavorful. It's a delicious tofu recipe that you can prepare to serve over rice. I don't know if we'll be working with rice today, but that's okay. I think that, oh, you know what? I have some leftover rice from last night. We'll use that. Nan Aikson says you have to kill. Oh no, you almost made me say this thing out loud, which I just can't do because then this whole stream turns into some kind of horror movie, which I know would be exciting, but I can't go there. But if you want to read Nan Aikson's comment, it's definitely food for thought. Wigs hide your shame. Is bulgogi the style or the food? That's a good question. I think it's the food. But please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Many times I'll just talk out of my ass and hope that I sound confident enough that people are not seeing me for the kind of fraud that I am. Goat Sheed says rice is a little advanced for this crowd. Yeah, we're going to be just using some prepared rice and we're going to put our bulgogi on it. Okay, so we're going to start by shredding up our tofu. We're going to remove the tofu from the water. So, okay, this is, we're not in my wheelhouse today. I'm just going to be following the directions to the best of my knowledge. And we're just going to hope for a good result. I assume what they mean is that if you open this thing, it's going to give us, it's got tofu in water. Is it kind of like when you get tuna? This isn't easy. This could have been a lot easier. Fuck. Okay, so I'm going to use my paring knife. Oh boy. Bunch of water started coming out there. So let's get a bowl and start to drain it. And by the way, if you've made this today, I don't mind if you tell me if I'm doing something wrong. So Parasitosis says you can sip on this tasty water. Really? Are you being serious? Computer, can I sip on tofu water?
Tofu water? That's not a common beverage, but I'm all ears. Tofu is made from soy milk and coagulants, but the water used in processing isn't typically consumed. If you're looking for a soy-based drink, soy milk might be a better option.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet.
Okay, so we're just not going to do that. Carino Opinion in all capital letters says drink it. I don't think I'm going to, but you just reminded me, we have to do Kitchen Chaos. So this is the game that Quanto devised for us. Quanto is our technical advisor here. And what it does is it sets up challenges that we use. So there's a poll now that you can go check out. And that's going to set up these various things for us. All right. Is that working correctly? Kitchen Chaos or Cooking Chaos. All right. So we've removed the water, drained any excess water. I'm going to wash my hands because I was petting brisket earlier. And I just don't want to get dog juice on my food, which I think is reasonable. No offense. Remove the tofu from the water and drain any excess water using a cheese grater Carefully grate the tofu into shreds. Wow, they talk so fast. Okay, so I don't know how much tofu I'm going to be using for this. It says here this makes 3 servings. So I think we could probably cut that in half. So whatever it says of tofu, it wants 17 ounces. This contains, does it say on there? Serving size 3 ounces to 3. Wow, that doesn't make sense. I guess we'll use half of this. I'm not really sure, but I think that's probably enough. Uh-oh. Cooking chaos. What does it say there? Hold on, I'll get it. Shred ingredient. Oh boy, I lucked out on this one because it turns out shred ingredient is exactly the thing that we're supposed to be doing. So let's go ahead and do it. Let me find I guess place to shred it on. So apparently we shred this just like anything else. Pug Lady says it was staged. It really does feel that way, but I promise it wasn't. But people might have known, they saw me bring the shredder out and they might have voted for it. Let's see here. So we're going to use a cheese grater, carefully grate the tofu into shreds. And we're also fulfilling our obligation for cooking chaos. Hey, this is shredding pretty good. I think I like this. Jerfies says, hello, Henry, and chat. Hey, hello right back to you, Jerfies. I'm just shredding up some tofu here. Never done this. Kind of feels good. It's relaxing. Capacious T, can you shred it on your guitar? I do a little shredding now and then. I've been known to do some. Parasitosis says this is a little too fine for me, but you do you, boo. Uh-oh, is this what... I don't know. It really didn't say what size we were supposed to have it as, but I guess I'm just going to do me here. You know, if it comes out as a ridiculous failure, it wouldn't be the first time. And what we do from that is we learn. We learn how to do it correctly the next time, hopefully. I haven't really done that. Azure Flow 115 says, too much of a good thing. Yeah. Listen to the sound of that. It's ASMR. It's a little difficult to get all this stuff shredded. I would say I am absolutely here. Hold on a second. I am absolutely having difficulty. We're going to dismiss our cooking chaos. As I'm getting down to the bottom of my tofu block, it's becoming harder to shred. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do about this. I'm just going to keep on staying the course and doing the best that I can. Capacious T says, once it starts turning pink, you've gone too far. Oh, really? It turns pink. Oh, no, I've gone too far. Starting to turn pink. Corinne Opinion says, hey, Henry, is this stream dedicated to the soy boys out there? Sure. Yeah, I think, is tofu soy also? I did not know that if it is. Mystic Sorcha says, did we get rid of LMAO as an emote? Oh, that sounds like a technical question. I'm not sure. This is very relaxing. If you're curious to know how I'm feeling, remember I said I was sick? I am sick, but this is making me feel much, much better, more relaxed. Except now I have a little bit of a problem, and that's that I can't seem to shred the block once it gets to a certain smallness. And I feel like this is dangerous because I might cut my fingers. Maybe for the rest of this, I'll just kind of break it up. Critical Moisture says, make me mod. I'll add the modern emotes all the kids use. Wiggs, hide your shame, says, do you think you have one of those parasites? Boy, I hope not. All right, I'm not going to shred this one. I'm going to just break it up. And Parasitosis says that it's okay to have it be a little less fine in terms of the shredding. So I think we're actually going to be okay here, guys. I think we're going to make it. I think things are going to be okay. It's Kate X says, I got you, chat. Thanks, It's Kate X. Junkrat Glazer says, hey, Henry, I added some photos of Scotland and a photo of future Ventura, which is in the Spanish Canary Islands. Wow, it sounds like exciting stuff. And I assume that's all in the green screen portion of the Discord. That's pretty cool. All right, we've got our shredded tofu, which I think is going to serve as our sort of main, what would you call it? The star of our show here. Got very messy hands. Is this stuff cooked? Let me know. Beelsby says, I removed it because I'm an old and preferred seeing it as text. Okay. Can somebody let me know, is this, okay, so parasitosis, this is technically cooked. Okay, because it says to cook it. Alrighty. Next up, we're going to preheat our air fryer. I've never preheated our air fryer once in my life. I just turn it on. I didn't know that was a thing that you had to do. All right. Uh-oh. Set timer for 5 minutes? Is that one really? Okay. Computer, set timer for 5 minutes.
5-minute timer started.
Okay, I'm not quite sure why we're setting that timer, but that's what we voted to introduce a little bit of chaos to our situation. I'm going to keep this water handy, and we're going to pull out our air fryer here. And they give you a very short cord here. And what we're going to do here is there's a basket. I'm going to swap out the, put some parchment in here. And we're going to put this on there, I believe. On a lined baking tray or fryer basket, I used parchment paper. Place the shredded tofu and try to spread it out as thin as possible. Well, we don't have a whole lot of room to work with here. But I'll do the best that I can. I haven't worked with tofu personally. I'm hoping that there's no surprises here. I'm going to try to do everything. What the fuck? Noah 1581 just gifted 10 subs. Very kind of you, Noah. That's very nice of you. Noah 1051. And I'm going to check the alerts here too and see if there's any messages from you, the users of Henry's Kitchen. Let's put this in here. And we are going to, for air frying, air fry for 12 to 15 minutes or until lightly golden brown. So 12 to 15. So computer, what's 15 minus 12?
15 minus 12 equals 3.
It's 350. And let's see how we're doing it for 15. Okay, I think we're okay. So I can eat this. Parasitosis says you may want to toss the tofu halfway through. You know what? Not a bad idea. Oh, that tasted kind of interesting. It tasted kind of good, what I just ate there. A little weird, but it's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Thanks, Lady Dina, for the 27 bits, or Ladies Laid and Lady Dina. Thank you for your bits. And Critical Moisture says you'll want to toss it. All right. Okay. Well, let's do that. Right now, we're just, that's underway. Let's see what the next order of business is here. We're air frying. We do not want to overcook this since it can easily harden and become too dry. Good to know. So you know what? I should probably just do it for 12 minutes, but this thing started without me really starting it. I don't know why it did that. You can flip the tofu halfway through cooking. That's what we've got here. It's also okay not to get even browning. And even have the tofu still white, since this can add to the different textures of the overall tofu dish. Number 6, if you're baking, you may need to bake the tofu for 25 to 30 minutes. No, we don't have to do that. We're using the air fryer. Computer, stop. Wait. That was the 5-minute timer. Now I'm confused. Computer, how much time is left on our timer?
You have no timer set.
Okay, so we didn't set a timer for this, but that's okay. This has got a timer in it. But we want to set a timer to flip it. Computer, set timer for 3 minutes.
3-minute timer started.
Capacious T says the audio sounds weird. It
I'm
could.
not sure what you mean by Capacious T. Is that a person or a device?
No,
if you're having audio issues, I'd be happy to help troubleshoot.
You know, that's very kind of you, but we're actually doing a whole thing here, and thank you very much.
No problem at all. Have a great rest of your day.
It's like the overly helpful person here. Okay, I Slap Catbot says, time to air fry computer. Corinne Opinion says, I believe it's noise suppression anyway. Okay, so that's what's happening. We have the air fryer going. That's one of the disadvantages of using the air fryer.
The air fryer noise. Yeah, those things can be pretty loud when they're running. At least you're getting some crispy food out of the deal, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that is good.
Exactly. Worth it for those perfectly crispy results.
Yeah. Okay.
Totally.
Taste test the dish. Okay. Well, we kind of did. I almost get this weird feeling
Nice. How'd it turn out?
like computer, I want some private time right now. Thank you.
Of course. Enjoy your time.
Okay, we've had some weird stuff happening here. Ash K Thanks says, and I don't even want to say that word because it's going to trigger the situation. I'm going to taste test this situation. I mean, how awful would that be to have somebody like that around your house all the time? They hear you on a phone call. It's like, yeah, I think I'm going to get pizza tonight. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, pizza. I love pizza. Hey, you know, I like it when it's got pepperoni on it. How about you? Jerfies says, it's invading my personal space. Time to set boundaries. Yeah, it's really too weird. Roach Swallower, it's doing that to you in real time. Yeah, it really is. Okay, I'm going to have some water. What we'll do is we'll do the cooking chaos command, which is to taste test it once we go in there to flip it. So actually, I think right now it's time. I think it's time to flip. Computer, stop. Here, let's see, let you see this. It's very hot. This is very awkward. It's just very difficult. I don't know if I'm going to get the best flip on this, to be honest with you. I've done much better flips than this. But honestly, we got to settle for whatever we can get. I think I just flipped it twice, in effect negating any flip at all. But whatever. Okay, I think we're just going to let this finish. I don't want to get this too dry. I'm only going to do computer, set timer for 3 minutes.
3-minute timer starting.
Hopeful Equinox says, Henry, my grandma is asking if you're single. She is interested. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Capacious T says, I'm about to flip my shit. Yeah. Maui Girl says, hearing Blank's voice causes my nervous system to go into fight or flight mode. Yeah. I'm going to try to avoid using the wake word. Critical Moisture says, I'm only here for the tit flips. I'm not familiar with that term. The Chow Daddy, grandmas do more stuff. Dark Phoenix, Henry, I made your chocolate truffles for Valentine's Day. Oh, nice. And my boyfriend dumped me. Okay. Well, that does happen. Are you saying it's correlation or causation? Which just because that you got dumped after the truffles doesn't mean it was my truffles recipe that made you get dumped, although it could have been. That was a very difficult recipe. Corinne Opinion says, I think it's a coincidence. Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Thanks again, Noah1581, for coming through with those 10 gifted subs. That is really, really kind of you. Computer, how much time left?
1 minute and 28 seconds left.
Okay. Maui Girl says, gotta make him the whiskey barrels. Parasitosis says, how did you compute that new time to use? You know what it is? It said you want between 12 and 15 minutes. So I put in 15, I think. So I'm just going to go with the 12. Because that was an option also. That's how I computed that. WTF says, I would like to change the wake word to hey bro. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to do that. How are we doing on cooking chaos? Oh, it looks like there is one. Oh no, I think I see which one it is too, and I don't love it. It's coming. The Chow Daddy says when they say 12 to 15 minutes, what they really mean is whatever's in the middle. Do the math. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it sounds like you're a student of us here at Henry's Kitchen. 15 minus 12 is 3. You take half of that, which is 1.5, and you add it to the lower number or subtract it from the higher number. In this case, either result is going to give you 13.5. So, yeah, I guess I should probably do it, but I don't want to dry it out. Computer, stop. Okay, I'm going to very slowly take this out of the oven. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, taste test. It's still up there. We can dismiss that one. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to take this out. I think we're good, right? I mean, we're good. All right. Now the question is, how do I get this? There we go. I think we're good. Let's turn that off. And I think we're done with our air fryer. Maybe I'll just kind of stir this up a little bit. It said it's okay if there's some white. Is this not done enough? What do you guys... I don't want to... I think this is it. I think this is going to be okay. Guess what won the poll, says Corinne Upinion. I'm afraid to look. But let's see. Here, I'm going to remove the air fryer. We got to figure out a place to put this. What does the poll say? Oh, no. Okay. This is going to be weird, and I feel like I have a connection with this now, but we're just going to go ahead and do it. So Quanto made a game called Cooking Chaos, and it throws in certain commands to sort of throw a little proverbial monkey wrench into the regular process of cooking, which is already stressful enough, but people seem to enjoy it, and I'm going to go ahead and do our latest command that you, the users, have voted for, which is to ask the computer fart for me. Computer, fart.
That was a smelly one. Try asking me for a hard fart, or say random.
Okay, so the question now is, how much of this do we have to do in order to say that we did it?
That was a power one.
Beelzeby says 5 minutes. Oh, I don't know.
Or say random.
Random.
That was a long and crispy one. Try asking me for a ketchup fart, or say random.
I don't even know what that is. Okay, all right. Well, we've had our fun.
That was a wet one.
Look,
Try asking me for a silent fart.
I
Or say random.
appreciate the little bit of levity that this brings to us. It's much needed. The kitchen is a very stressful part of our lives, but we do have work to do. So I'm probably going to just let it do one more, and then we're going to go ahead and continue. Random. Oh, maybe it stopped. Okay, well, that's good. Okay, Tony Spumoni says that was a wet one. Yeah, it sure was. Okay, here we go. So now, do not overcook since it can easily harden. We did not overcook. I think we might have done exactly 12 minutes, which is what it says. And it says you can flip it through, halfway through. It's also okay to not get even browning and even have tofu still white, since this can add to the different textures of the dish. Good. I think we did this. I think we're done with this step. Now, what is next? Now we're going to prepare the sauce. While the tofu is cooking, well, we already didn't do that. I guess we should have. While the tofu is cooking, we're going to prepare the sauce by mixing everything together. And feel free to adjust to our taste. Znarf, hey! Someone named Znarf just subscribed. Thank you very much, Znarf. And Critical Moisture says it looks like popcorn. Yeah, it does. Oh, and we have to taste test this per our instructions. Weird. Okay. Let's get a sauce bowl. Okay. Uh-oh. I think we scared Brisket on that one. Sorry, Brisket. There's nothing to be alarmed about. I apologize for waking you up from your slumber. Okay, so we have a little sauce bowl here. And we'll go ahead and reset Kitchen Chaos here. And let's see what our next order of business is here. While the tofu is cooking, which we already did, prepare the sauce by mixing everything together. Feel free to adjust to your taste. You can double the sauce. Want it really saucy? You can double the sauce. Okay. Literally, it's just saying mix everything together. Okay, here we go. Half a cup grated pear. Remember, we're going to divide everything by 2 here, so let's use 1/4 cup. I don't have a pear, but I have an apple. Oh boy, how am I going to do this? Is that ever going to stop? Grated apple. Wow, that's not even doing anything at all. You can't grate an apple. What are they doing to me here? Okay, this looks like it's a job for our gift that we got from the users that one time. Gotta be very careful with this thing, not to hurt myself. Remember this thing. These things are so sharp, you have to be so careful, and I really don't want to cut myself. Pet brisket. Okay. We'll pet brisket as part of the cooking chaos. Let me just finish this part of it. I'm going to set up some type of a grating situation here. I don't know how this works. Does this go here? Oh yeah, there's a lip. And it goes like that. And then this is so hard. It's so hard. Why do they make this impossible?
it can't be done. Oh. What? What happens here then? There must be a missing piece. Oh, yeah. This is the piece we want. Oh. Are you guys still there? I'm sorry about this. Our tofu's getting cold. Okay, and then we put this thing in here. Of course I'm going to do it the wrong way. That's called Murphy's Law. Where if there's one wrong way to do it, you do it. It happens with USB cords. All right, let's grate these. This is working. This thing is a powerhouse. This is a hard working machine right here. And I want to thank you, the users, for gifting it to me. I think this was for the anniversary. This thing is kick ass. This is the workhorse of the 21st century, I would say. Watch your fingers. Yeah. Yeah, no, you do not want to get your fingers anywhere near here. And don't worry, I've been cooking a long time. Although I did cut my fingers on it a couple weeks ago. Okay, I think that's enough danger for now here in the kitchen. That's going to be some nice apple for us there. How do we... I want to salvage... Come on, man. Okay. I want to salvage this part. But yeah, you really don't want to get anywhere near that blade. It's not worth it. So I'm just going to leave this be. And I feel like I've gotten to be a smarter person. Okay, so there's our grated apple. Okay. So we're going to put that in our bowl. Looks like we made more apple than we needed. I'm just going to put a little bit more apple in there. Why not? And by the way, you can make hash browns with apple. We did that once and it was delicious. Okay, so there's that. Now we need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. In this case, we're going to do just 1 because we're dividing everything. So, oh boy, that soy sauce smells good. That's 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and then it says 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. Well, if they thought I was going to go out and buy 2 different colors of soy sauce for this recipe, they're out of their mind. I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of more soy sauce, I guess. And now we need to put that back. Now we want something called Gichujang. Gichujang. And that's this stuff. Let me check in with the alerts and with the chat in general. I know that you guys probably have tons of questions. James Lebronsky says, can you just darken it somehow? Well, I think by using more, we're actually doing that. Oh, we got a pet brisket. I'm going to go ahead and do that now as part of our commitment to cooking chaos. All right. Here we go. Let's put it on the brisket cam. She's like, what the hell was that? Random petting situation? Kind of weird. A lot of questions. going around in Brisket's mind. Okay. We were doing Gichujang. Gichujang. How much? 1.5 tablespoons. They had to do that to me, did they? Computer.
What's on your mind?
What's half of 1.5 tablespoons?
Half of 1.5 tablespoons is 0.75 tablespoons.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Happy cooking.
Hey, right back at you. What did he say? I don't even remember. That's our Gichujang. Gichujang is like one of those things you want to say a lot. What is this? Non-dominant hand. Oh boy. This one's always very difficult. Okay. I'm going to do the non-dominant hand. I just... this stuff just does not want to come off. I know you guys are going to hate me, but as part of my commitment to our sponsor here, we are going to do the sponsored showing of the website, and then we're going to do the non-dominant hand finishing of the sauce. So, as you probably know, this stream is being sponsored by Smithfield, and I'm going to dismiss the pet brisket. And we're going to remember the non-dominant hand. But what we need to do now is show you the website for our sponsor, which is right here. Hold on a sec. I need to get to it. Sorry, there's a lot of to do here, and I'm not very good at doing things in general. Okay, and then there's one other thing. Oh, I don't know. I'm not able to do it right now for some reason. I guess I'll have to do it in just a few minutes. Okay, sorry. We're going to get back to it. Okay, Maui Girl says, we should ask the computer, hey bro, is this a cucumber? I think we just did. Let's see. Beanie Bo Beanie says, I'm doing great. Thank you very much, Beanie Bo Beanie, for that. That's a very nice vote of confidence there. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna check in on something. There's just a little bit of okay. I don't know. It's not letting me do the thing right now, but it will later. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is, according to our Kitchen Chaos commitment, we're going to have our non-dominant hand, which is going to be my left hand, and we're going to use that to put in the rest of the sauce ingredients. So here I go. Non-dominant hand. I got to pull up our recipe. Where is it? Sorry. Okay. All right. So we need sesame oil, 2 tablespoons. All right. I'm going to take this and put it over here. This is sesame oil. If you're like me, for years I thought it was sesame oil. Corinne Opinion says, can you also only use your non-dominant eye? No, just non-dominant hand. I almost accidentally used my right hand there, and I can't. So we're going to first figure out how to open this. Not easy. Oh, we did it. Okay. And we need 2 tablespoons. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the tablespoon there. You're just doing the best that you can, just guessing here. Oh, that's right. We only want 1 tablespoon. And then we also want 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, which we have here. And we're going to have to do with our non-dominant hand here to open. Not easy. Although I am pulling it off, I think. There we go. That's our sesame seeds. We did soy sauce. We did gochujang, sesame oil. We need 2 tablespoons sugar. I'm not exactly sure how to transfer this sugar. I think I need another spoon. There we go. And we need our garlic to be minced. Wow. That's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. Where does the... Okay. I'm going to clear some of this other stuff. If you're just joining us, I'm using my non-dominant hand, which in my case is the left hand, as part of a cooking chaos situation. Actually, Quanto, you might be able to market this into a cool thing that you can do for all cooking streamers can use across Twitch, or just in general, like all platforms. Okay, we're trying to peel a garlic with our left hand, with one hand. What? John Saffron just gifted 10 subs. That's amazing. Thank you so much, John Saffron. That's very kind of you. I am very much struggling here. Oh boy. Although somehow or another we are getting it done. All right. I think we're done. We're done with this. I'll do a little bit of stirring with my non-dominant hand here. No countertop. Oh boy. That's going to be difficult. Okay, well at least now I can... Okay, I can do this. We're going to grab a whisker. I'm going to use the baby whisker for this, and we're not going to use the countertop for this. We're just going to stir up our sauce. I do need to grate a little bit of ginger in here. Let's see how much I need. Hold on a second. Okay. XX3K says, Henry, can you say Cool Whip? Yeah, Cool Whip. I'm not sure why that's, is that difficult for some people to say? I'm not sure. Okay. You can't touch the counter. Oh, yeah, sorry, I haven't been able to think about that. I need to be able to look at the recipe, though. And it doesn't work by voice command. I need to know how much ginger I need in there. Why don't we just go ahead and guesstimate? I'll put this down over here. And I'll just take a ginger. I keep also thinking that I can't use my other hand. I'm just going to break off a little bit of this ginger. And we're going to break and scrape. Scrape it into this. No countertop. I have no idea how much of this I'm supposed to use. But this is very fragrant, so that's kind of cool. I think that's a good thing. Also, don't scrape your finger right up against the grates. That was kind of a dumb thing that I just did right there. All right. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, my mom never allowed ginger in the house because my dad's ex-wife was named Ginger. I don't think I had it till my mid-20s. It's pretty good. I think your dad did you a disservice on that, but it wouldn't be the first time that dads have done disservices for people. Okay. Pro tip on fingertips. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's dismiss the no countertop, and we'll stop our cooking chaos for now, and we'll go ahead and close the program. All right, cool. We are ready now. I Slap Catbutt says the actress for Ginger from Gilligan's Island was married to a guy that was married to a guy named Ginger. Weird. Yeah, that is very strange. Thanks for that little bit of tidbit of information. Okay, we are making a huge mess, and usually that's a good way to know that we are doing what we need to be doing here. So that's good. What is next? What the hell's going on here? Oh yeah, we have done our ginger. I want to make sure that we've done everything. Ginger, garlic. I think we can do one more garlic. That's what was kind of tripping me up there. We haven't done enough garlic. But we will do that now for sure. Garlic has a lot of health benefits. It's very rich in what is it? A chemical called lycopene. And you might be like, what's lycopene? It's a little lycopene. Anon7654320 says it repels vampires, which is very useful. Yeah. Oh, antioxidants. That's what it is. Okay, now, and did we put sugar in? I think we did back when we were only using the one hand. Okay, I think we are done with our sauce, and it actually looks pretty good. Check this out. It's probably weird. I can see a lot of Gichujang there. Now, to serve. So this is going to be our last order of business here. You can flip the tofu. Okay, prepare the sauce. Once the tofu is lightly golden brown and crisp on the edges, it's not, but whatever. Transfer it to the sauce and mix well to coat. Okay, that's what we're going to do now. Okay. It looks a little bit like scrambled eggs, or maybe like chorizo and eggs. Okay, I hope there's more to do here. Cook down. Okay. Cook down over medium heat. Oh, we have to cook more? Until the sauce is reduced and absorbed by the tofu. Wow. Okay, so we're doing more cooking. All right. This turns out to be a really epic dish that we're making here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this whole thing and put it over here. And we're going to take our infrared stove, which I have here. And we're going to need a skillet, I guess. All right, we're going to cook this down over medium heat. I think I'm going to put a little bit more oil in here. And we're going to cook this up. And it says, in a medium wok pan, add in the shredded tofu and the sauce. And we're going to cook this down for 7 to 8 minutes. So, computer, set timer for 78 minutes. Or no, sorry. Computer, set timer for 7.5 minutes.
All right. I've set a timer for 7.5 minutes.
That's good enough, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to serve this with some rice. So let's go ahead and get our rice ready. I have a leftover rice from a restaurant that we'll be using today. This should come in quite handy. I wasn't really thinking about it, but this is much better than having to make our own rice. Now, what this is Greek food from a Greek restaurant, but that's okay. Rice is rice. It might be prepared with sort of a Greek tzatziki sauce and that kind of thing, but it's rice. This was a delicious meal. Actually, I kind of wish I was just having that. Going to try to avoid the black olives and anything in there that's sort of sort of Greek specific, because we want to maintain the integrity of our dish here. Okay, let's go ahead and put that back. Shit. My fridge is getting a little bit packed. Okay, so this is our rice. Obviously, we're going to put this in the microwave. Alexander Dean says, "What do you mean avoid the black olives?" said the Wolfpack. Well, black olives, along with any kind of olives, give it sort of a Greek flavoring. And we're trying to maintain the Korean, the integrity of our Korean dish. So I'm using their rice and their preparation. So I'm trying to keep it as rice oriented as possible. Okay. That worked. Yeah, this is nice and hot. I think we're getting real close to having a whole situation going down here. Hold on. Let's put on. Yeah, and this has a definite aroma to it all of a sudden, which I think is kind of cool. The Chow Daddy says, is your apron defective? It just says kitchen, and I think it's supposed to say Henry's Kitchen, right? Well, yeah. This was an apron I was making for a patron, and the letters came right off, and so I couldn't send that out. So I figured I'll just keep this and make this my apron, and then they can, and I'll send them a better one. So that's basically what happened there. All right, so we're just waiting. Computer, how much time is left? Hey, computer, how much time is left?
3 minutes and 34 seconds left on your timer.
Okay.
Got it.
Got what? Got it covered, I guess. Last thing I think we're gonna do is we're gonna cook, or we're gonna prepare our green onions. Which are where? Oh yeah, we've got our green onions. I need the paring knife now. Okay, so I can't find my paring knife because there's so much stuff here. Fortunately, I have two. So you want to start by cutting off this kind of hairy part at the end. Parasitosis says after the plating. Yeah, something's wrong actually. Don't worry about it, Parasitosis. We'll get it figured out. I'm not able to do the ad reads for some reason, and I have no idea why. Some kind of technical glitch, which wouldn't be the first time. Let me see here. Okay. Bingo. Yeah. What do we do? Oh yeah. I want to show you how to do this. Boy, this green onion situation is very difficult to cut. We want to get rid of that. Oh, sorry, I was using the wrong side of it. Make sure you get a knife where it's very clear which side is the sharp side, because you don't want to be using the wrong side. Computer, how much time left?
1 minute and 10 seconds left.
Oh boy, we're going to be having some deliciousness happening here very, very soon, and I'm here for it and I'm excited about it. I want to thank Parasitosis for giving us this recipe this time around. Roach Swallower says this is scary again. Yeah, well, every now and then things get scary in the kitchen. It just sort of happens. I wonder if this is any good to just eat like it is. Parasitosis says, why don't they just make the knives sharp on both sides? It seems like a waste of metal. Yeah, that's true. Beelzeby asks, did you blunten that knife? Oh, make it blunt? Is that a word? Computer, is the word blunten something?
Yep, blunt is definitely something. It's an adjective that can mean not sharp, like a blunt pencil, or direct and tactless in speech. So if you're being blunt, you're either dull or just cutting to the chase.
I meant as a verb, but whatever. It's okay. Computer, stop. Okay, we are getting to the end here. Let us go ahead now and Cover up our rice with our bulgogi. And, I mean, it looks pretty good. I will say it looks very similar to chorizo and eggs, which is another dish that we've made here before. Let's put some of this stuff on it. Roy says it looks delicious. Yeah, I'll say. Wings Hide Your Shame says it looks kind of like barf. Sorry, cat barf. I know barf wouldn't be a compliment, but maybe cat barf is a compliment. Corinne Opinion says it does not look bad. Okay, so there's varying opinions on this. Let's see what we have here. But I know that there are special interests involved because people gamble, I believe. Brisket, what do you think? We're about to have some bulgogi. Isn't that kind of exciting? Wouldn't you say? I don't know. Oh, I think we're going to put some more sesame seeds on there. Okay. Brisket is thrilled. Yes, absolutely. Okay, turn off the heat. And it says here to serve this with hot rice and garnish with some chopped green onions. We did, and sesame seeds. Okay, so we're going to put some more of these sesame seeds over the top. I like this. Not sure how many, it just says some, which doesn't sound like an actual quantity. But here we go. Here goes nothing. Maui Girl 45 says, I like it when you say over top. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Here we go. This is the taste test. Spicy. I think this is going to work. It's not fucking delicious. I'm going to say it's pretty good. I'm going to say this is pretty good, I think. If I were to say anything, it's a little lacking in flavor. Did I not put enough sauce, maybe? Maybe it feels like it's more of the tofu with less of the flavor. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, my geriatric dog just walked into the sun and the sheer brightness knocked her over. Great job, Henry. Well, I don't know if I had anything to do with that, but I hope she's okay. All right. This is going to work. It's going to serve as a nice dish for us as we finish off today. But my God, we've made a mess here today. But that was pretty good. Thanks, Parasitosis, for sending that recipe over. Corinne Opinion says another win on Henry's Kitchen. Yeah, we've been doing pretty well here at Henry's Kitchen. Also, it's time for us to do our song to thank you, the users of Henry's Kitchen, who've done so much for us. TF is this guy, says Common Henry's Kitchen W. Yeah. Maui Girl 45 says she's glad it was pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. Thanks. The Chow Daddy, who cleans that mess up when the stream ends? Well, I do, and it sucks. Sometimes I wonder if it's all worth it, but Okay, so I'm glad. Maui Girl says she's glad that it was a Henry's Kitchen win, and I'm glad it was too. And you're right. What was the name? Wigs Hide Your Shame says it looks like cat barf, and it does. There's no way that you can deny that that looks like cat barf. And I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. Kind of like cat barf, but a darker cat barf. So I don't think that that's a loss. That's actually a win. And I've got a little bit of my leftover rice underneath it. It's pretty good. I'm also very starving, so it could totally suck, but I'm just so hungry that my brain is talking me into eating it for nutrients. Oh, you're right. Parasitosis said that dark soy sauce has most of the color. Oh, that's right. And we didn't do that. That's why ours is light. Well, if they thought I was going to go out and buy 2 colors of soy sauce so that I could put a half a teaspoon of one of them in this dish, they're out of their fucking mind. They're just out of their fucking mind. That was never going to happen. That option was never on the table. We just put more of the regular soy sauce. And sure, we didn't get the color that they did in theirs. But you know what? Here at Henry's Kitchen, we don't look to the professionals to try to validate what we do. We're playing our own game. Our only competition is ourselves. And by our, I mean mine. And maybe the mascot pro tempore brisket. Okay, gonna do one more bite here because I'm really hungry, and then we're gonna do our song. You know, I think a good sort of Quanto says maybe next stream order a pizza. Ooh, that would be good. I could show everybody how I order a pizza and then how I eat it. That might be a lot easier, actually. But we needed a win here at Henry's Kitchen. It's very difficult just to get yourself out of bed and go to work, you know, go into the kitchen, which looks like Mount Everest in the morning, just trying to plod your weary way into that hellscape and put on some coffee and open your eyes a little bit. It's very difficult. So what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so we're going to do a song I like to do as sort of a thank you to the users of Henry's Kitchen. And by users, I mean in the sense that they have usernames on Twitch and Discord and all these various platforms. And these are the names of the moderators, the technical advisors, the folks that run the Discord, the big name streamers who've done raids and collabs, as well as the tier 3 subscriber list. And just generally speaking, so much of you have done so much. And I want to thank you in the form of song. So this is to the tune of Jose Suicidio's Holy Guacamole. We're going to go ahead and do this thank you song for you. Falcon and Dingo Bop, Dom Beef Hop Bear 1110, Do Dingle Dog Goggle, Dr. Flanges and Baccoos, Shane Yes Beelzebub, Mochi's Nirvana, It's Kate, Kairosa, Bumble Vision, and the LGX. Chef Reactions, Husky Boyle, Bill Larkin, Music, The Toilet, M Moon, Emru, Orca Mind, S-Fan and Body, Dazzle Cavalier, Little Quest and Borson Fun, vanilla parasitosis, and don't forget Beanie Bobini, our intern, and Quanto. Lacey T, purple donut, filling his fruit tankard in Borsenvin, Zodiac, Tone Garrison, UC ASMR, Lurk Bullshit, is Nova Galarian, Mr. Gooseberry, VT, D's Nuts, Game Master Flash, Mimsy Coon, the Taste Tester, the Cat Food Taste Tester, the Cheernex, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Hot Hibachi, and Ransom GR. Essitis, Michelle Heffy, BK69, Rose Dower, 007, Royal Flush 9, Embry 225, Sarcasm, Nico Tazel, Michael Bublé 4422, Potato Cat Breeder, Passion Error, Min Ocean 64, Midnight Faded, JSPX Fan, SD Tiss, and Poolboy 789. Key change. Dazzle Cat, Zodbane, Toke My Nuts, Saguaro, Burrito 555, Dinosaur, I Slap Cat Butts, JV's Tech, Sickly Boy, Beelzebub, Head Lips One, Caitlin's Kitchen, and don't forget Quanto and Beanie Bobini. Game Master Flash is never here. Yeah, Game Master Flash is there. Oh, you mean he's never here to listen to the song? Sahara Destruction says, I'm late, I just got off work. Well, what we did here was we made some, it's called bulgogi. It's a Korean food dish, and I have to say it came out pretty good. I'm going to have another bite of it right now. Ignore that pink thing. That was from a Greek food leftovers thing that I had. But we made a huge mess. A very, very big mess. But, you know, that's usually how you know that you're doing okay. All right, everybody. It's time now to play a game. And we've been playing this game that's been a lot of fun called Balatro, and I think we should get back into it. So here we go. T-Bone Mama, your kitchen has a huge echo. An echo, why ever would that be? Oh, it's because I left the reverb on. I very much apologize. Beanie Bobini says, do you think a river bison could be taught this game? Yes, thank you for that. I screwed up. I accidentally left the reverb on. And I know that's triggering to a lot of people, and I want to apologize. I own that. That's on me. So let me go ahead and start our Steam situation. Let me just do something here. This is going to be tricky. Here, I'm going to go ahead and show you the video of, this is brisket running in the middle of the night in slow motion, and it's pretty amazing to watch. Okay, there it was. Definitely very cool. Okay, and then everybody chill out. It always tries to download a bunch of stuff. I have to put on the desktop audio. Okay. And then we're also going to we have to start the game, Balatro. Go to the library. T-Bone Mama says, does brisket have a heart nose? I think, yeah, I think she does. Why? Is that significant in some way? No. Okay. Let's have another bite. The sesame seeds might be the best part. Okay. Hold on. All right, here's the game. Just hang tight for a quick second here. Wait. Sorry, everybody. Okay. I hope people are still there. Everything is melting. Oh yeah, that's just Balatro. Bobini says, please back up. Extreme close-up. Yeah, it's one of those hazards where anytime I have to do some kind of work on the thing, I have to get my face right up to it. Pretty good stuff. Okay, let's get back into the game. Parasitosis says, better your face than your balls. Yeah, I think that's overall a very good motto. All right, let's play. Just going to continue. The Bulgogi, yeah, spell sling, you're right. I'm also starving, which helps. But it is pretty good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and play this. I've got quite a bit of money here. What should we start getting into? Oh, audio. This should be much better. Let me know if that's okay on the audio. We have a devil. $3 if I still have it. Yeah. Joker. +8 malt if it contains a pear. Don't we already have that? Let's do, we have 2 Arcana packs. Why don't I do both of them or something, right? Enhances one selected card into a wild card. I like a good wild card now and then. Let's do it. Let's select the... Queen of clubs. That's just going to be our random wild card. And Arcana. Give the total sell value of the jokers now. Creates the last tarot. What do you guys think? Creates the last card used during this run. This one looks cool. Okay. And then do I push? Oh, I don't push use. Okay. Let me know when I'm supposed to push use. All right, I think we're ready to go into our round. No? Okay. Go for it? Okay, here we go. Select. I don't see my wild, which is unfortunate. But I see almost a full house. I think I'm just going to go for it. Nine, 10, Jack, Queen. Now it looks like I have a straight, but that sucks. I wanted to get either the wild. Sorry, I'm playing a little recklessly right now. What the fuck? Sorry. I have 3 pairs, but I can't do anything with that. This is bad. Going through so many discards. Oh, that's a joke. I would have gotten at least an ace or a jack or the wild card. Yeah, I'm doing very poorly. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just gonna... I'm still kind of learning this. Mulligan? Is there a mulligan? No. Okay. I didn't think so. I only have 1 discard left. Oh boy, this is scary. I do have a lot of... I have a spade flush. I'm just going to use that. I didn't know I had 2 sevens of spades, but that's good. Oh, that's right, parasitosis. I forgot about that. We're going to need a miracle here. Here, I got a straight. But no, there's no way I'm going to do this. Boy, that wild card sure didn't come up, did it? Don't play the straight. I don't know what else to do. I'm going to have to use discards on this. Yeah. I can still make a wild card. What do you mean? I can choose one to be a wild... Wait, that's this, right? Oh! Great point. Okay. So... But I have to discard. Yeah, no need at the moment. I'll discard this. Okay, we're just gonna go 8, 9, Jack, Queen, and then I'll wait. I'll make this my wild card. And it becomes a straight. We might be starting this thing over again. Did I do that right? Yeah, I came in here too kind of loose, and I just wasn't really thinking strategically. I thought I had it. Okay, new run. Play. That's all right. People that are just watching for the first time will start seeing how we do this game. You have 3 blinds that you have to get. This is the first one. And you get to sort it either by rank or by suit. I'd say rank. Yeah, I think it was. All right. I mean, I could try to keep waiting for a 6 to come up with this 5, 7, 8, 9. Or I could just keep the 2 jacks. I'm just going to keep the jacks and see what happens. All right, yeah, 2 pair. I'll just play it. Okay, we still have more to go. 4, 6, 7, 8, queen, queen. I will say I'm having pretty bad luck, but oh yeah, here we go. This is a full house. I mean, the fact that I didn't hit any hands there. Okay, that's the end of this first challenge. A blind is basically a challenge. Ladies Laid says, why is 6 afraid of 7? I didn't know that it was, but I'm not really sure what the reason would be. Okay. Earn $4 if poker hand is a high card. Poker hand changes at the end of the round. What is that? I'll just do this. Okay, yeah, let's start going for flushes here. We got $5. I get to choose one of these jokers. If the first hand of a round is a 6, destroy it and create a spectral. The number of times the poker hand has been played this run to multiple. Okay, let's try that. Ladies Laid says, because 7, 8, 9. Annie, why is 10 afraid? I don't know that 10 should be afraid at all, but I feel like there's probably some reason. Parasitosis says, kind of nice to aim for high value flushes or full houses in the first few blinds because they score well. By high value, I mean 10s and higher. Okay, high value flushes or full houses. Okay, I'll do it. We don't have much. I mean, I guess we could probably get rid of these and hope that we get a flush. Let's get some diamonds. Come on, diamonds. No diamonds? That's like crazy. It's terrible luck. But we're almost at a flush, so see, now I think that's very bad luck. If you can draw 4 cards and there's 9 of them in there that are spades and I don't get one of them, that's just terrible luck. It's making me bitter. I'm going to do the same thing again. Now, if there's no spades that come up here, I think the game is cursed. Yeah, 3 pairs. What am I going to do with that? Okay, there we go. We got our flush. Almost a straight flush. Not really. That was good. Cash out. Hey, Chad G. Warden, what's up? If you're just joining us, this is what I made today. It's called Bulgogi, and it came out pretty good. Made a huge mess. All right. So we've got $8. Wait, has it been like this the whole time? It should be on the other screen. How long has it been on that screen? Okay, good. Okay. Jeez, that would have sucked. If I'm sitting here playing a game and nobody can see it. All right. So we've got $8. Level up 4 of a kind. What do you guys think is good? Choose one of up to 3 playing cards to add to your deck. Level up 4 of a kind. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'll buy this one. And then I'm going to do this. And add one. And that'll give me a more likelihood. 1 in 4 chance to destroy a card. What, should I pick this glass card? Plus 10 chips times 2. No. 10 of hearts. Jack or the queen? Okay, I'll do the queen. So this card here will be another queen of spades. So I'm going to try to get a 4 of a kind with the queen of spades. With queens. Pick the third one. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Alright, let's hope for some queens. Okay, we got 1. Oh yeah, we got 2. So I'm going to get rid of anything that's... Oh, that's right, debuffing. That's a lot of diamonds right there. Okay, we got our flush. Wow, and then some. We did it. Okay. Let's start messing around. Okay. Allows straights to be made with gaps of 1. 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Oh, really? Okay, that sounds good. Let's do it. Roach Swallower says, I love this song. Soothing as the ocean wave. Yeah, let's see if we can get some straights now. Not even the hard way. 5, 7, 8, 10 jack. So that means that's a straight. Wait, did I not get the straight? Oh, okay. I feel like I should have gotten more money for that, but that's all right. 9. I have a regular straight. Flushes pay better. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, we got that one. Gains $3 of set value at end of round. Per hand played with discard. Holo? Which one do I do? This one here, Beelsby? Where does it say holo? Okay, this one, $6 Joker. Okay, got it. Okay, let's do it. Oh, foil. Okay, let's select it. Green Joker. Should I do this? Level up 4 of a kind. Should I push use on this or no? When do I use this? Oh, use every time. Okay. I should probably go for 4 of a kind, huh? Do. You go for the flush. Here, I'm just gonna get rid of my non-high. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these. Interesting. Not one spade. That's amazing. That's bad luck, I think. eRocker789. With the one you just bought as well as the second one, you should try to play the same hand consistently without discarding. Okay. Well, I have 2 pair. I can play that. Should I do one more discard? Hey, Game Master Flash, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us today. I can't believe... Oh, okay, I've got a full house. I'll play that. I'm running out of my dish here. Did some serious international cooking today. Yeah. Keep the aces for sure. Boy, I really get bad luck when it comes to these discards. I gotta discard one more. Kiyoyo, it's good. Very good. So Demonkey610 says, should I... Hey, see you later, Boner of the Lonely Fart. Thanks. If you click on your deck on the bottom right, you can see what cards are left. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Now when I get back, okay. I'm just gonna have to go for aces and jacks. Oh, I see what you mean though. Remaining. We've got 1 jack, 2 jack, and we have 2 aces, so it's kind of the same. We're just gonna do the best we can. We hope that we get either an ace or a jack. No, it's still the same crap. I didn't get any of them. All right, ace, ace, jack, jack. I think we got it, right? Yeah. Too close for comfort, though. All right, I want to start killing it on this game. Let's really kill it. Cash out $6. The 50 plus chips helps a lot, huh? Okay. Well, we could do that. I've got $7. So parasitosis, does that mean that one of these gives you plus 50 chips? I don't see it. Maui Girl likes the music. That's cool. It is good music. Alright, level up straight. I'm just going to do this. I'm not very good at shopping in general. Badoge. Oh, the Joker 4 gives you... Oh. Mult per hand played. Oh, plus 50 chips. I see. Okay. Cool. Let's do this one last thing. Converts up to 3 selected. Okay. Alright, we're ready. Next round. Wait, I can't use this yet? Alright. Oh, I see. I have to select them. Oh, look at that. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one converts up to 3 selected cards to hearts. Oh, really? Well, let's do this then. Let's make these hearts. Make a straight flush, yeah. I'm not quite at a straight flush, but at least this will give me... Should I just get rid of... Should I just convert these? Until you use your Saturn Cade. What's that? Oh, Saturn card. Alright. Oh yeah, let's use. Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't make a straight flush though. Oh, Joker 3 allows straights to be made with gap. Oh, you're right. Perfect. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Okay. Let's use this. These are all going to be hearts. Boom. I didn't know it counted for straight flushes as well. Play hand. straight flush. That's got to kill it, right? Like, that's got to be really good. Hell yeah, cash out $8. Next round. For each Joker card. Or should we do an Arcana pack? Yeah, let's do some of these. Destroys 2 cards, enhances 1 selected card to a gold card. I never learned what steel and gold cards are. Arcane and Joker 2 in the shop are nice. Okay. Destroy the non-hearts. Okay. That sounds good. It says what they are on the left. Oh, I see. So I can destroy... You want me to destroy... Okay, 3 and the 7 would destroy. Okay. So we'll destroy that one. And that one. Oh, only 2 can be destroyed. Okay, got it. Alright, and then here we've got Joker number 2, plus 3 mult for each Joker card. Use that one. I think that was... Okay, done deal. Next round. Got a nice assortment of hearts, but I haven't had any good luck drawing for the flushes. $4 Joker. It's not a bad ad. What else do we have here? I got kings and 6s. I could get rid of these and just keep hoping. You have more hearts to other ratio, but yeah. That's true. But I don't know. I would need a few of them. Let's see. Yeah, there's 2 kings in there. Wow, there's only 1 6. Oh, there's 2 6s. Yeah. More hearts to more hearts. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Just terrible luck. This 3 pair shit is the worst. Clubs happening. Well, now I'm gonna get rid of Pancake King, good to see you again. I'm just getting very frustrated by this game here. Yeah, once you can get more suns and hangmen, you can make it mostly hearts. That's fun. Okay. Well, that's good. I really don't know what the hell to do here. I'm going to try one more discard and hope that I get lucky. I'm just going to try to go for... There's 6 cards that would help me. Here. Just gonna hope for a king or a 10. Oh, good, we got it. Full house. Nice. All right. That worked out, but I feel like I got really lucky. $4. Played face cards gives 30 chips. Wow. You discard each round. +1 discard. I like the discards. What? Oh, I wish I could do both. The drunkard. Scary face. Where do you see these? Oh, this is scare face. Okay. Oh, I need to get rid of one, is that right? No space. Which one to get rid of? Poker hand. I think I'm going to get rid of this one because it's giving me pressure to go for certain hands. Let's just experiment. Alright, we're going. Oh, I can get this too. But I'd have to discard again. Alright, I'll sell this. There we go. Next round. Let's just see what happens. Select. I've only got a little bit more time here. Okay, we got a flush. Gonna play it. This is the big blind. Yeah, I saw your Arcana pack too late. I just went ahead and got 2 different jokers just for the hell of it, just to see what they do. Okay, we've got Queen. Glass card. Okay, let's keep that. And we have an almost flush there. Well, we have 2 almost flushes. Boy, a bunch of pairs. I don't know what to do here. Why don't I just keep the queens and 2s? I hate to throw away these flushes, or these flush draws, but I haven't been too good with those anyway, so. Close to a straight too. Yeah, 10 jack, queen, king. You're right, open-ended. Damn, this one's tough. There's 8 cards that'll help me on that. Yeah, maybe that's a good call. Why don't I get rid of all the ones that are not? Oh, I'd have to keep the 10. I don't know. I'm just going to see what happens here. Always lean when you can to your strongest payout. Okay, well, flush isn't bad. I had a pair the other day, but it wasn't ripe enough to enjoy. I like it, Maui girl. We got to keep the levity going here because it gets very serious when you play Balatro. I'm really in a jam here. I think I'm maybe gonna hope for a heart. What I'm hoping here is I have a 1 in 4 chance to destroy a card. I don't know why I'd want to destroy a card. Okay, well now we got all the hearts in the world, and we got our straight. King, Jack, 10, 8, 5. Why don't I just play that, huh? Now the other thing I could do here is play that high straight, and then I can include that queen. Is that... But we shouldn't do that. Just go with the flush instead. Oh yeah, we're gonna win anyway. Maui Girl 45 says, I also just had a flush after someone destroyed the bathroom. Well, I'm glad you flushed it. Cash out $6. We've got $9. Arcana pack, open. Doubles money, enhances 2 selected cards to molt cards. I like that. So, which ones though? This part's always weird to me because, like, I'll say 2 and 3. The last tarot or planet card during this run. And I'll use that. Okay. First played face card. Try this one. Yeah, I'll do this. No space. Oh. Counts in scoring. Let me know what I should do in this case. If you do replace Joker, 2 or 5. Okay. I'll get rid of this one. And then we'll buy this one. Okay, before I go to next round, I need to do something. I'm going to show a quick video. This is Blanca running in the middle of the night. Did that work? Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing a little changing stuff around here. Let me check in on the alerts. We haven't checked in on the alerts in a while. Thank you very much, Lady Dina and John Saffron. Amazing. Thank you so much. And I think at this point, we're probably going to have to break it. Toro Mochi just resubscribed. Thank you so much. And then there's a message here. Henry is my wild salmon, viciously twisting to escape a grizzly's claw, not for himself, but for us, for our future. Thank you so much, Henry. Here's to 1 year. Hey, thank you very much, Koromochi. Thanks for your subscription. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to turn off Balatro, and we're going to pick it up again on Wednesday. But it's a super fun game, and we're going to get back into it. So I'm going to go to Options, Main Menu. The time kind of ran away with me there. But here we are. Another epic stream. Thank you all so much for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen. And we're going to do another stream on Wednesday. And that will be at 11 a.m. Pacific time. The Balderdash lad says, thank you for the stream, Henry, Brisket, and the users. Thank you. Thanks, Pancake King, for checking in. Dendra Leon. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and chilling. This was a good time, as always. And I hope everybody has a great first part of the week. And let's do a final look at Brisket. It hasn't really changed position much since we started. And I think that's a good thing. All right, I got a ton of cleanup to do. So thanks again, everybody. And I will be seeing you very soon, Wednesday at 11 a.m.